Hello guys, this is Natasha and welcome to my channel Natasha's Russia.
So I want you to know for future, my task is not to ruin Russia, is not to make Russia weaker, divided or whatever. My task is just to show you what's going on, to show you how people think. Because I'm an average Russian. I'm the person that can represent Russian people. So I want to show you through my eyes, from what I see and from what I see in media, what's happening right now. It doesn't mean that I support them, it doesn't mean that I justify them or I'm against them.
So, what I did last week, I went to solo picket, we call it solo demonstration. Many people, we call them like intelligentsia. These are the people, from the radio stations. These are educated people. These are not like thugs, thieves, or I don't know, children from school or something. These are very famous people. You can say they went to protest against enjailing their colleague, his name is Azar, ask for government to free him because there is no law that justifies it. So I was interested in it. I wanted to see how our police actually reacts in reality, how everything is happening. So I went there in St. Petersburg to see. And what I saw a lot of police, more police than people who wanted to protest. And police was recording everybody. They also recorded my face, unfortunately. I hope I will not get fined in the end of this month, because actually I didn't take part in it. Yeah, police was actually polite. They didn't threat them, they didn't do anything to them. I don't know, maybe it's St. Petersburg, Moscow probably was different. But they said that you can't gather here. And you can't gather here because it's coronavirus and there's a law. But actually this law doesn't directly forbid you to solo, protests, because it doesn't make sense. There are no people, it's not a meeting, it's not a protest, big protest. It's only one person and another person and third person. All of them stand like 3 meters away from each other, and nobody touched them unless they unroll their posters. So I saw how guys just unrolled their posters and police caught them directly. So this is actually against law, absolutely against law. And I have no idea why they do this. Let these people stand, let them just unroll their posters and there will be no movements actually, okay? They will stand for a while, shout something, and that's all. But our government looks like, I don't know why they do this actually. Are they scared of them, or why they do this? I have no idea. So they took that day 4 people to jail, 4 guys, 4 activists.
Thanks God it wasn't me, one of them.
So in one moment I thought that police is going to take me because I speak English. It's dangerous if you speak English here close to protests. So these solo demonstrations are continuing every day. People every day go to protest and every day police take them. And I think people are not stupid. Most of Russians, they see what's going on. Like each one of us has at least one relative who lost their job, if not all. Like most of my family members, they were either terminated or the salary was reduced like more than 50%. So all of us, we can witness it, and yeah, it creates tensions because people feel like they were left by government. Like imagine all of this tension in community and add coronavirus there and economical problems, and Putin decides to set the 1st of July as a voting day for constitutional amendments.
So imagine people, they see coronavirus is spreading, they see the situation sucks, and they see what's going on all over the world right now. There are everywhere protests, there's absolutely destabilization and everything, and Putin decides to create queues of people just to go and vote for him.
Like there are a lot of amendments, and there are a lot of good amendments there, yes, good for Russians, majority I would say. But there's one amendment that allows Putin to stay in power almost forever. And when I will go to vote for these constitutional amendments, I will have to vote for all of them. So I cannot exclude one or two or three, whatever. I can only agree or disagree. Well, why generally they started to change the constitution? Actually, yeah, our constitution is quite old. It was created, you know, after Soviet Union collapsed exactly, and nothing has been changed since that time, and it needs change. Everybody knows it and everybody understands it, but no, not with extending Putin's rule, you know. It's quite different. And in fact, they could do it without voting. This is very interesting. I was thinking also about it. Yeah, they actually could do it without voting. It's Russia, you know. They could go through just constitutional court voting, and if constitutional court approves it, so that's it. New constitution will be approved. But they decided, like Putin took a decision to ask people. My question is, why did he do this? Write your suggestions in my comments. I want to see what do you think about it.
I think that probably it's something like, there are three reasons maybe, but it's only my opinion. That firstly, it's one thing for his, you know, ego. You see, I'm a real president. All people voted for me. I got all the votes. You know, all the population chose it. So I have all the power. The second thing is, he will have like a certificate that proves that his nation approves. So whenever Europe or anybody tries to say something, he has a magical paper. And the third reason is probably it's one of the ways to test his elites, test who is loyal to him and who is not. Like if you are not supporting his amendments or his decision in this thing, you will just neglect it or something like that. It will show to him your level of loyalty.
When government made this decision, people start to feel like,
what? You want to say that your constitutional amendments are more important than we? Because, you know, it's coronavirus, cases are increasing, and you are doing all of this. So it's more important than we. No, we are not agree to that.
So, yeah, opposition started to prepare some protests, and I see that they're organizing protests on the 1st of July. And yeah, I'm going to go and see.
If I will be alive and nobody's going to kill me or put me in jail before that time.
I will also report about that for you. We will see how it will go. Another thing, he also shifted the Victory Day to 29th of June. And it made people crazy as well, because, you know,
coronavirus.
And I have mixed feelings about that decision, because, you know, country is in a very big stress right now. It's in a very big crisis, and people are losing hopes and everything. So holding such a big event probably might raise this national, you know, feeling of unity, like we will overcome everything, like how we overcame this troubles, how we won this war, and we could, you know, build another country. So probably from this perspective, like I could say it's probably needed.
I will also follow up with it, and I will show you how it will be here. So we will see which precautious actions they do, not to let people to be infected.
But they say that they will take people who will participate in this parade only who have these antibodies for coronavirus. So there's one thing that happened in my Twitter on the beginning of June. One patriotic channel, and actually one of Russian media, posted a video, which is like it's a Russian public service announcement about constitutional amendments. They created a lot of videos actually to stimulate people to go and vote for constitutional amendments. And one of them, I just saw it by accident, and I wasn't expecting to see what I saw. So let's just watch how it was, because I can't describe it even.
Ой, я так рада. У нас сегодня мальчишку усыновили. Петенька, ты рад, что у тебя появятся мама и папа? А вот и папа.
Ну, привет.
Привет.
Пойдем?
Где моя мама?
Так вот она, твоя новая мама. Ну что ты, не расстраивайся. Теперь у тебя будет настоящая полноценная семья. Спасибо вам большое. Мы поедем.
Такую Россию ты выберешь. Реши будущее страны. Голосуй за поправки в Конституцию.
So, yeah.
I felt like I want to throw up when I was watching this video, honestly.
You know, there was very weird reaction. Like, many of my friends watched this video and they felt anger. This video didn't make them to feel like they want to run and
Vote for constitution, like, let's stop this thing, gays will never adopt our kids.
Okay guys, I'm not a supporter of gays, I'm not an activist, I'm not a politician who supports them and promotes gay. I'm just an average Russian person. How it was always in Russia. In Russia it's something like, okay guys, you are welcome to live here, we don't touch you, do whatever you want, we don't look into your beds, you know, but just don't spread it, don't make propaganda, just don't talk.
We live like this, we can't change it, this is how the community works, and yes, like 90% of Russians, I think, if not more, are not ready for these changes.
Okay, don't let them talk, don't let them spread homosexuality or whatever, as they say in government. But why do you make fun of them in this way? I mean, it's just awful and disgusting. It looks like these people have never seen a gay couple in their life. So the fact that Russians actually reacted the way I acted also, this shows me something. Like, the new generation of Russians, mostly my age and before, they are let's say they are not so judgmental, they are not so conservative as people of elder age, and which is quite normal. I think this is how it should be. So when Russia will be free from homophobia and all this stuff, I think when the generations will change, and probably the community will change as well. So it will take just longer, way longer than it's happened on the West. So that's it for today, and it was a very funny week for me, and thank you for watching this video, and see you soon. Пока-пока!